These small rooms used to be full of people. Sit in a circle and learn to turn words yellow, a pocket full of memorables. The gathering is a use case symphony, the sound of our last nickels hitting the pavement. The dance hasn't always had these holes in it. First, don't let anybody make a wind chime out of you. Stay steady and throw the hammer at any approaching torches. Our joy could stamp out a flame at any moment. Second, forget that you saw me here. Yes, a language can atrophy if the tongue remains dormant for long enough. They used to make paintings of it. Touch the place where the color pools and you can learn the word for ceremony. Open air auctions collect the collectors of death. If you were not born with a price tag, I hope you ran instead of getting in line to receive one. I did not, but at least there were free drinks. There is a way to stop all of this reservation about what gets said. It is called cutting the tips of your fingers one by one. One by one, once the feeling leaves, the words can continue without end and without censor. I do not need to beg for the appearance of safety, for it will not come. God, if there's a joke in here somewhere, you hit it too well. If there are 100 acres, the drought has touched half of them. The only allegiance left is to the letter I. Get shook and sew the buttons on back later. Just be loosed for now. Craving the time before all affect became instructional. I love you incomplete and in the same mode. All that rolling around in the graveyard. All that blood between 1 and 3 a.m. The straight lines are the hardest to follow and the worst to fall into. Get cut down to the nerve and just still. Nothing is louder than ache. A jet engine roaring through my skull. The last time I had a passenger, I was real. Nothing could be longer than this barometric longing. 2 hands around my heart, squeezing softly with the threat of a change in intensity.
Good morning, blue. Well, I see you've come. Good morning, blue. Yes, I've been on the run. Good morning, blue. Well, now I'm all undone. You can give my mind. Good morning, love. Can I fit in your scheme? Good morning, love. No, I'm not what I seem. Take warning, love. Don't nail yourself to a dream. And I've been there. It's a hard knock school. If you don't know your direction, well, there's no to make the connection. You better play the fool. And I played one far too long. What's the delay? You can give my mind to the ragman. Life gives no protection. It's a hard knock school. And if you don't know your direction, well, what's the delay? You can give my mind to the right man.
There is a man pulling his life across a bridge through headlight crosshairs above a psychotic freeway. The man isn't maybe knowing what he must do to survive, but unimpressed by survival only and always competing with today. Today is whatever feels good. Rifleman, live, direct iron casing to his mind with a smile. See the blue matter blast from the temple on Sundays. Wake up if you can, she is speaking, another always happening. And scooping up what's left of span to listen or span to fly far from knowing cacophony, or span to mark how long since his last words walked. Constance is a something shriveling and cone that produces this prey. Something evil he was born with, the fault if he chooses it as his, sound remedies, a sound antidote to exile and its silent invocations. The spelling bee was one with no words, everybody watched on silent and read the book gazes. If their eyes were wrong, they simply fell dark and quiet, and levitating into the broken light bulbs missing celebration. Two winners whose vows of anti-quiet are both enacted at once, each judge slaughtered by the beauty of coordinated tongues. Hell yesterday is single file, tomorrow is by row, in order of affluence. He has known his station since before the bridge and sees it in the double yellow lines running parallel to his eyes as he looks down. Get good and muffle all exhaust with the horn. The notes will always hit the ground before the one who leaps.
Spells her name, I'll consider He no longer loves me. I'm supposed to forget about him. I was just a harbor, a temporary love, a temporary love. I think I know what's on his mind, and I'll try to be satisfied. He sneaks around my secret life and erodes me down. Someone else will help him. I'll pretend to forget the past. I'll look for a love that lasts, a love that never dies, a love that never dies. Alone.透き通る羽と乾いたかかと伸びたままの髪で手繰り寄せる
procedure was a success and nobody learned anything. LEDs beat the walls all day, lights screaming. How loud is too loud? Loud for our eyes, siloed and muted. Or whistling, away something unnameable. Untag the orthodox and swelling to bulge the windows. Organization is clown car prophecy. It's all gonna fit, just watch the fit. Just gun it till it's time. Shoot past you if you can. The shift's almost over and back to normal again, and back to sifting through which pairs of lips make the best sound caves. The ones that been dormant the longest. The sages used to cut out their tongues for reason. Only one, and that was the purity of tongue. Everybody loves the shade and wants to lie about it. The vow of silence is the last bastion of sex appeal, with the whip right behind it. Jump back before the landslide comes. Two fools in a tandem bike can still get there, can't we? Did that sound is questioned, did it stand a statement? Statute is stalemate. Sanded down in the spring rain, I'm not crying, that's just my debt to the water company in installments. Jump the seafarers and the docks are ours. It was union time 4 splits ago, now it's only unnamed now. Did I mention the guitar is my only friend? We heard you. Wasn't so interested in proofs as in posture. It took so many stands, we gotta put our things on the floor now. Circle, disjoint, member, caving in, adorate, calculate. If you pull this rug, you gotta remember to watch where the wave goes, where the creatures run to, where they keep their saddles. Just out of human reach for all the rest of time, knowing you can never count it, good riddance. How we get there and back is what can't be shared now. Step outside and I'll get back to you. You have 5 minutes left to be runaway. Can you black. The canyon will black, eminently and light all. Those who carry scales will come survive here, call the name of the nation. And now, put your hands up on camera. You are more which means the revolution. Cut the reaches off and leave, let them crawl towards dancing room, swirling around the drain, the last, saving the last for everyone else, waiting between us. Days of slave skating around, waiting until it melts and baptized in that anger. Outside the stage called the swell. You drive it home. You run away. Eminently in light opposite of all anonymity. The levee dissolves into the comment section flooded by digital slave catchers. There is a corridor through which your identity will be cargo traffic that we all access in the morning. Who gets to ask for this? Only those who carry scale under their tongues. An epidemic of concussions from the batting of a sea of eyelashes to survive here is to call the name of submission. The most passionate idols of yesterday now are confined to a streetlight ballad. Put your hands up, you're on camera. Yes, so are we, but you are more so. HD is the resolution. We see the cracks in your smile. Setting change is just a little out of reach. Cut the reaches off at the knees and let them crawl towards the last grains that would complete the image that can make them whole. In the dancing room, furtive glances whirl, a pool of opportunity swirling around the drain. You tempt yourself in feeling you could scoop them up at the last moment, lifting them on a whisper's breath, saving the last for everyone underneath, waiting to catch all the wind sailing down the drains to heaven. It all adds up to the ice on the floor of this glass temple. Most days are spent skating around it, waiting until it melts and baptizes you up to the ankles. The pollen this year is big as tumbleweeds, as sweet as the outside stings, it also swells. Leave your eyes at home this evening. You will only see all of that orange air anyway. There is no need for more than this feeling. The moon foreboding above, ushering in a long forecasted spell of whiffs, the cells in this misty prison, materializing and vanishing again in the open, only when you try to touch them. Only when you try to touch them. Only
when you try to touch. Only when you try to
Tell all my boys, you go to Bang Lane. Tell all my boys, the time I had in Illinois, the time I had in Illinois. You get there, babe, before I do. You get there, babe, before I do. Tell all my boys I'm coming through. Tell all my boys I'm coming through. Jim McCartney, sell my seed. Jim McCartney, sell my seed. And buy my baby things she need. And buy my baby things she need. Buy my baby things she need. Fix my pocket so my chain don't lose. Fix my pocket so my chain don't lose. And buy my baby some broken shoes. And buy my baby some broken shoes. Tell me, baby, it's dead last night. Tell me, baby, it's dead last night. Home this morning, the sun was bright. Home this morning, the sun was bright. Home this morning, the sun was bright. You go to Bang Lane, tell all my boys. You go to Bang Lane, tell all my boys. The time I had in Illinois. The time I had in Illinois.
It's like a eulogy, like hard candy making tiny cuts on your tongue, the taste of iron, the ever silver, the needs corroded and stamped for postage to the land of never. You are always making love closed casket. You like to drip in darkness. You love to wax, cooling, but somehow unfinished as the dresses you never got to wear out. Call old Ironside if you're scared. Lift until your muscles burn. Know which parts of you pledge and which parts faint. Feign blue, forge wisdom, feel this. These wrinkles won't set in fast enough of my complaining. Now is the time to relax, as if by chemical and reaction time has never been so slow. Love this evening at the dog show you who's best and who's just stepping into tomorrow. The worst of heartbreak is its mundane procedure. Accounting your speech, you turn us all to emotional auditors. Breathe in the age we owe each other nothing. Nothing is fresh, and the smell of it opens us back up. His hair holds the instances of death he swallows, and he will never cut it. This is how you train a reaper. Cut the air with the axe, he sings new victims under spotlight. They come through the door in sevens, some knowing, some simply called by gravity.
wanna scream about you. I'm having dreams about you. I wanna scream about you. Everything you've done. You were the girl who seemed to own the world, and everything was all about you. I took a chance to call you my own. I didn't know a thing about you. I thought you could love. What a fool I was. There was going on, I was just singing my songs. There was something mad about you. I took it wrong, you liked my song. Why couldn't I have you? A crazy dream, you done me wrong. You left me long. I couldn't stand a chance without you. You said that love was dead, and in my head I just couldn't believe it. And on the phone you said you never knew me at all. And on the phone you said you never knew me at all. I thought there was love. What a fool I was. And everything was in hyperjinks, just like an old time movie. You don't understand, can't comprehend. I guess it doesn't really matter. And every dream a nightmare, and nothing really matters. I thought I was loved. What a fool I was. I'm having dreams about you. I'm having dreams about you. I'm having dreams about you.
Mestre, meu mestre querido, aqui nenhuma coisa feriu, nem doeu, nem perturbou. Seguro como o sol, fazendo seu dia involuntariamente. Natural como um dia, mostrando tudo. Meu mestre, meu coração não aprendeu a tua serenidade. Meu coração não aprendeu nada. Meu coração não é nada. Meu coração está perdido. E depois, por que é que me ensinaste a clareza da vista, se não podias me ensinar a ter a alma com que a ver clara? E por que é que me chamaste para o alto dos montes, se eu, criança das cidades do vale, não sabia respirar?
Sim, eu poderia abrir as portas que dão pra dentro, percorrer correndo corredores em silêncio, perder as paredes aparentes do edifício, penetrar no labirinto, o labirinto de labirintos, dentro do apartamento. Sim, eu poderia procurar por dentro a casa, cruzar uma por uma as 7 portas, 7 moradas. Na sala receber um beijo frio em minha boca, beijo de uma deusa morta, Deus morto fêmea de língua gelada como nada. Sim, eu poderia em cada quarto rever a mobília, em cada um matar um membro da família, até que a plenitude e a morte coincidissem um dia, o que aconteceria de qualquer jeito. Mas eu prefiro abrir as janelas para que entrem todos os insetos.
Glass been trembling on the nightstand for days for all the wrong reasons. You gotta drink that tea to keep the act up. Just a walking ATM in reverse, they call that a recurring charge, the cost to bring life into the world is service. 3 years and so much trouble, all because I learned to say no. How can custody work across all these miles, oceans, and amnesiac zones? Stop pretending to feel things. Be the furniture you desire and be lived in. The namesake of the poem will not read at all, let alone read what is dedicated to her, and that saves us. And now we can bike across the bridge and only get a little wet. If you're here lying to me, who is recording our daughter's milestones? The robbery of kinship happens always, men disappearing into the corners of the world without a word. Death becomes a farce to those who die more often than you. Death becomes a triumph to those who watch to see themselves made right. When you go, I'm going to miss you. I am building something to ignore time. I have few brothers left. What's to stop all this fur from growing and swallowing me whole? No moon can pull this off. When you go, I'm going to stop missing anything.
The mood in my senses, a lonely smile. The night I meet the man with a gun. Not that I'll be defenseless, but I don't think I'll fight. The night I meet the man with a gun. Is it a kind of touch? Have you been out of town? What's it like to a man with a gun? Maybe I'm glad to see you. It's hard to believe. But standing here beside you, is such a relief. This is gonna hurt me, oh, I don't know why you've come. But I got this feeling that it's already been done.
All that can be allowed for psychic tantrum is an intermission. Transparency is propaganda bought and sold for an unnamed currency with no standard and no study. The real beggar has everything in the palm of his hand and nowhere else. Your tongue languishes. They ask how the wedding was and walk right through you, the mind throbbing harder than hammered thumbs, fish pierced intimately by hooks, never to be removed, remade, reprimanded, flesh recycled, for new flesh returned to the altar and exalted. We live in a position endlessly re-examined, relenting only when our heads lay down in submission to night and its benevolent missions. The fuck was given here and then misplaced. Don't take your gifts outside. They're building attics and crawl spaces in the middle of the street. Can't win for losing. How tight we were. It was as easy to unravel as losing the lottery. The gas station isn't open yet, and we've camped outside, not an eternity, but a while waiting to scratch this winning itch. Family and friends want to know, but don't know exactly what. Why I married Joe Frazier. How many minutes left on an oven timer hacked in an act of domestic mischief. It's easy to forget I'm on my way home. Easy to forget how bad an idea it might be to stay there. You pass through the town doling out your voice as an antidote to the sordid fog, but ration. Granting 1,000 wishes gave your heart a chill. Even as warmth crawls its way into our bedrooms, the distance across streets could only careen upward, even after all the stocks were sold. Your heart cracked loudly and scared children and the elderly. An omen, an arrested season. Homecoming used to be 2 words, but they would get lost and disconnected. All space between had to be sutured. This place and I are bonded through removal. A bunch of people lined up to disprove the notion that I'm useful. How long does a good fuck extend the lifespan of your soul? About 2.5 days and change. And if it never escaped the realm of fantasy, an hour on a good night. My soul is trampled in the parade of badness. That's madness, but better dressed for the window display. A siren procession spelling out the recipe for our decadence on top of decay. Decay only if you want it. Only on the side. Always on your side when you need it. My final sight is the disapproving gaze of an elder. Sorrow gets tired of being a savior eventually and retires to an island where the moon can't reach, confusing itself for a planet. It wandered off to other galaxies to the sound of rapturous applause. The body above covets more space as man covets the vindication of flesh. May we all be rid of the small dirty things orbiting around us, pulling at our sweat.
Wow. Preach.
I tried to work, man, but it just wasn't in my blood. It wasn't my thing. I tried. I mean, honestly, I tried, but it really wasn't my bag.
Words from that good bishop. I'm an outcast, I don't fit in the system. My outfit, furry like a house pet. Italian leather couch set, stepping out, something stretched out. Limousine shit, twisted green shit, purple lean sip, triple beam shit. This that masterpiece shit, ice cream shit. Got it sewn like a seamstress, linen sleeveless, only leaning clean shit. European dream shit, fuck niggas, let the cream flip, let the fiends hit. Nina with that beam spit, leave you like steamed fish. Squeeze clips out the clean six, niggas seem slick. Motherfucker, you ain't seen shit. Moss nigga wanna come and hang on some Mary Jane. Champagne gripping with grain. I'm still the same, I never change. I know way, I know way. I keep a bitch on the stroll, even when it's cold. Stay after that pot of gold. 10 a crack, you know the code. We get the dough, always nigga. I used to sling blow, stay on the low. The po-po came to kick in my door. I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way to go. Can't escape my past, Jake's on my ass. I grab my cash, I'm running fast. Foot on the gas, fuck your bitch ass. And I'm gone. I used to sling flow, stay on the low. To po-po, came to kick in my door. I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way to go. Ice cream, fiends want that ice cream. Started as a pipe dream, now I'm in that white thing. Bitches in them tight jeans, the nice scene. 2 bricks of that white thing, cop the Glock 19, it's like green. Bitch get on the right team, right and run me 19. Hoes under my right wing, fuck her good, she might scream. Teach about what life mean, ain't nothing in life free. Bullet pull up nicely, oh I think she likes me. But I ain't surprised though, eyes low, clip the hydro, fly hoe, pop 'em up in my condo. The combo, diamonds out the Congo. The 9-blow with the long nose, call it Gonzo. Put the nozzle to your pie hole, swerve dip the pie hole. Blindfold, grip the Roscoe, hit the block slow, play the foxhole, watch the slideshow. Bezel on my watch glow, plus I got dough, niggas know,
We always stayed away from the business, See, we didn't do like these guys out here doing now. You see what I'm saying? These guys out here now, the girl on the corner, and he hiding in the bushes and all that, you know. We didn't do that, man, because, we stayed at home. You know, bring me my money when you come home. You know, if you come home, bring the money. If you didn't bring the money, then it wasn't for me, you know.